Hey guys, Jonathan here with TLD and welcome to a roundup of some of the best Android apps and games. So kicking off the list is the artist formerly known as Lazy Swipe, now OmniSwipe, which gives you ninja-like access to your most used apps, settings, and even contacts. Now at first glance you'd have no idea it was there, but swipe left or right and that's where the action is. You get a radio-style drawer with a toolbox, your favorite apps, and then your most recent apps, which can also be swapped for contacts if you prefer that. The toolbox gives you access to system settings, which is completely customizable, but for example, I have mine set up for Bluetooth, screen rotation, a quick screenshot, the Omni settings, Wi-Fi, flashlight, brightness, sound, and volume. Favorites, on the other hand, is really simple. You pick your favorite and most used apps, drop them here, and it's just a really nice way to keep your home screen clean and tidy. You also get a handful of themes to choose from and adjust to your style, plus as an added bonus, the notification function is a simple, visually appealing way to interact with your notifications. And for those wondering what that little hanging string dude is, it's just a random way to get recommended wallpapers and apps by simply pulling it down. Next up is an awesome time-killing puzzle game dubbed Threes. It's number-based, and the gist of how it works is that any number higher than 3 can only be added to itself. So for example, when you add 3 plus 3, that gives you 6, you now need another 6, which turns into 12, and that keeps going and going. 2s and 1s, on the other hand, they can only be added to each other, and these are the annoying guys that ultimately lead to you running out of moves. The games themselves are fairly quick, but the addictiveness comes from you trying to one-up your previous score. Now, Instagram just rolled out an update with support for higher resolution pictures, so I thought it'd be fitting to feature a sweet photo editing app, and in this case, we're taking a look at Pixlr. You get your basic adjustments like cropping and auto adjustments, but then like a billion more. One thing I really like is the launch screen where you can quickly access your camera, go to your photo library, or create a collage, and then you have the Fresh button, which is access to your most recent photo. One quick tip though as a heads up, which might be a little bit confusing at first, is that the brighten adjustment is actually just a brush and is something you use to brighten something like teeth or a specific region and not the entire image. If you want to brighten the entire image, however, you'd actually find that under the contrast button. Some of the adjustments I think most of you would find useful is focal, which allows you to bring a particular object into focus, splash, which lets you isolate a single color to stand out or completely change. You can also touch up skin, stylize the picture, and straight up doodle on your pictures. You then of course have a ton of effects, overlays, borders, which are cool but should not be overused, and then a handful of text options, which I think is pretty damn awesome. Also, if you for some reason have a burning desire to slap some stickers on your pictures or your face, you can go to town with Pixlr. Next up is Push Bullet, which at its core allows you to bring things from your phone to your computer and vice versa, but it's especially awesome if you aren't tied down to one ecosystem and want to bring some uniformity to your life. This works across Android, Windows, iOS, Mac, and all of the major web browsers. Now, iMessage has its flaws, but something I find immensely useful is the ability to quickly send an image from my desktop to my phone for things like a video thumbnail that I'm going to tweet from home later. And with Push Bullet, I can do exactly that, but not be tied down to using only an iPhone. You of course can do this not only with just images, but files and of course links. What's also awesome is the ability to receive and act on notifications that happen on my phone through my computer. So if I get a text on my S6 Edge, not only will I be alerted on my MacBook, but I can reply right there. And this also works on web browsers as well. On top of that, it has built-in chat, the ability to follow sites and things that interest you, but mostly it's a killer way to sync multiple devices on different platforms. Last up is 360 Security, which sandwiches optimization and antivirus into one convenient app. It's huge in the Play Store with over 100 million downloads, nearly 6 million reviews, and is currently the #1 downloaded free tool. Now in terms of optimization, you have Boost, which shuts down unneeded background tasks, which frees up memory and in turn can extend battery life. You then have Clean, which allows you to free up application cache, and Junk Files, which frees up more space for files you actually want. For security, you can scan and protect against viruses, malware, and then add a layer of protection on things like mobile payments. What's really useful though is the app locker, and I'm sure you've been in a situation where you hand someone your phone and they start piling through your photos and you're like, WTF dude? Well now, when someone jumps to your photo gallery, bam! It's like Chuck Norris is standing right in front of them. And this can also be applied to any app or even contacts. So obviously 360 security is pretty legit, but they're so confident you'll dig it, they sent me a brand new Galaxy S6 Edge to give away. For a chance to win, download the 360 app, which is linked below, follow us on Twitter, and then tweet 360 security a screenshot of your home screen with the app installed using the hashtag TLD360. Definitely make sure to smash that like button if you want to win this Galaxy S6 Edge. All the details and links to everything covered in this video is down below. And aside from that, this is Jonathan with TLD, and I will see you guys later.